Hey guys, Tony here, and in this video, I'm going to share my top 5 home theater demo-worthy Netflix action movies which have Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision support. This is going to be the start of a regular series of videos where I'll pick a topic and give you my top 5 choices. For some background, I have a dedicated home theater with a Crix MX10 wall of sound in a 9.4.6 speaker configuration with a Trinnov Altitude 16 processor, and I will be using the Dolby Atmos viewer from the Trinnov in this video to show you how much movement actually happens in a movie track, as well as give you some timestamps which I'll leave down in the description as well. This won't contain a review of the movie itself, but rather the focus is using these movies to demo your home theater to your family and friends, or even just to enjoy them for yourself. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, but let's get into the video. The first movie on the list is Six Underground, directed by Michael Bay and starring Ryan Reynolds in the lead role. Released in 2019, even though it's 5 years old, the audio and visuals still hold up really well. It does have an MA15+ rating with some minor blood and violence. Depending on who you're going to demo it to, you should be okay. The action starts right away. The first timestamp is 3 minutes in with a long and drawn out car chase sequence, so we have lots of engine rumbles, clicks of the gear changes, as well as bullets flying and cars crashing into things. It's a pretty awesome sequence if you wanted to show off your positional sound with Dolby Atmos, as well as give your subs a bit of a workout. You can't go wrong with this movie. As you can see from the Dolby Atmos visualizer, there are lots of things going on in this movie, so it will give you a pretty impressive sequence to demo which lasts all the way to the 20th minute, so you do get roughly 17 minutes of non-stop action to demo. There are plenty of other sequences in this one, but the opening sequence I think is the best. The Grey Man was probably my favourite Netflix movie of 2022, starring Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. The standout for me with this movie is the stunning visuals, cinematography and colour grading. For a movie titled The Grey Man, this movie is vibrant and colourful, showcasing fireworks, explosions and complex lighting. Directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, The Grey Man is a fast-paced action thriller with a lot of object-based sound to give a really immersive experience. The real action starts around 8 minutes in with a standoff between Ryan Gosling's character and his target. There are some really beautiful sequences focusing with close-ups on the main characters, with explosions and fireworks going off around them at around the 10-minute mark. This first demo sequence goes for about 10 minutes. There is also another really cool section that you can demo starting at roughly 1 hour 30 minutes in, and it has lots of explosions and really nice drone sequences of the attack on the castle, and this lasts for around 20 minutes. It is toward the end of the movie, but it also has lots of movement and action, as you can see from the Atmos viewer. Now, Extraction 2 was actually a bit of a disappointment for me as a movie. I really enjoyed the first one, but felt that this one fell a little short in terms of the story. However, the action in this one is absolutely insane. Directed by Sam Hargrave and starring Chris Hemsworth, Extraction 2 picks up where Part 1 left off, albeit a little slower, but once the action kicks in, it's pretty much non-stop till the end of the movie. My favourite sequence to demo from this movie is around 45 minutes in while they're on a train being attacked by a helicopter, and in my setup this was absolute insanity. There were sounds coming from everywhere in the room, and it was probably the biggest standout scene for me in the movie, with nice wide angles and loads of destruction, explosions and panning shots. This sequence will really flex your setup. Around 1 hour 20 minutes in, there is also a sequence inside a high-rise building with lots of glass breaking, explosions, gunshots, and this also sounded pretty incredible and demo-worthy. Good movie, not great, but has some excellent sources for demos. Make sure you check out Extraction Part 1 as well for some of the best positional audio that I've experienced in a home theater. Directed by David Fincher and starring Michael Fassbender, The Killer was my top pick for a Netflix produced movie in 2023. I would class it as an action thriller with a strong performance from Michael Fassbender. While the action comes in patches, it was an awesome example of isolating sound in a multi-channel home theater. Whilst there aren't a huge amount of action sequences, the way that David Fincher isolates the sound, it almost feels like you're inside a vacuum chamber, so the sounds are really accentuated. Ironically, the dialogue in the beginning of the movie goes for around 20 minutes with a tense build up to that first shot, which involves multiple camera angles and a positional sound change with glass breaking and fast-paced camera movements that match the changing position of the sounds. There is a really cool example of positional audio around 1 hour 18 minutes in, where he breaks into a house and a scuffle ensues and lots of breaking glass, melee violence, so make sure you bookmark that timestamp if you want to demonstrate how sound can move around your room. There are lots of other small demo-worthy sequences in the movie, so I encourage you to watch it for yourself, as overall it's a great movie with an interesting story and a narrative style I'm sure you'll enjoy. The last movie on my list is The Atom Project, and I've actually watched this a few times as it's one of those engaging types of movies that can really make your home theater come to life. There are dozens of scenes with spaceship chases, futuristic weapons going off, and snappy dialogue, which made it one of the standout movies for me in 2022. I really like the color grading and lighting of this movie, with a super nice scene at the bar which sets the tone for an emotional encounter of mother and son displaced in time. Starring Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana, and Jennifer Garner, this time travel saga starts right away with a spaceship chase scene at around 52 seconds in, and there are lots of panning shots and sounds moving around the room. This scene lasts for about 3 minutes. The next demo-worthy scene is at 38 minutes in, with some really nice hand-to-hand combat and cool laser swords, where Zoe Saldana makes an entrance and starts kicking butt. Lots of little cool sequences, snappy dialogue, and all round a cool section of the movie to demo in your home theater. The ultimate demo scene for this movie is around 1 hour 22 minutes in, inside a reactor type setting with hand-to-hand combat leading into a huge explosion which really got my 4 subwoofers pumping. I've watched and rewatched this part many times, as it's a great way to test out the positional sound and tactile feedback of bass in the chairs. So guys, that concludes my top 5 Netflix home theater demo worthy movie selection. Were any of these movies on your list? And if not, I've left timestamps down below so that you can check them out for yourself. There are lots of other demo worthy movies from Netflix, but for this video I wanted to limit it to my 5 personal favorites. This is going to be the first in a series of demo-worthy movies, not only for Netflix, but other streaming platforms and also UHD discs, which in my opinion is the ultimate way to experience a movie in your home theater. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this, and I also have links down below to my Discord server where we talk about all things movies, TV shows and home theater. It's totally free and I'll have the links down in the description. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching, but that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.